On the record, in the matter of Prosperity LLC versus Catherine and Matthew Howell, file number 24-01963, counsel appearance.
Please court, Your Honor, Attorney Frank Narrett for the plaintiff landlord, filling in for the Woody Law Offices in today's hearing.
Veronica Pereira on behalf of defendants Catherine and Matthew Howell.
Okay, today was the date set for hearing. On this matter, how are we proceeding?
Please court, Your Honor, I have a consent order for conditional dismissal prepared, signed by myself and counsel for defendants, if I could approach.
Yes, where are the defendants? Okay, and you are Catherine Howell?
Yes.
And you're Matthew Howell?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a conditional dismissal. The agreement is for the matter to be dismissed today upon the condition that you all will voluntarily vacate the premise on or before September 30th, 2024. The claim for money judgment is severed and may be brought on for trial by plaintiff after the September 30th, 2024 date. Is that a complete and accurate understanding of the agreement?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay, and so you have the right to proceed to trial in this matter. You understood that?
Yes.
You want to give up your right to trial?
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that partial performance of this will not satisfy this agreement. So that means you can't leave on the 1st of October, because then that means that you violated this. Also means that you got to take all of your stuff out of the property, turn over the keys, leave the property in broom swept condition, meaning you're not leaving your trash behind for them to have to haul out of there. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the right that you gave up, you can return to the court, request to have that set aside. We'll set it for a hearing, okay? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for plaintiff, Your Honor.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, you're all set. You can have a seat outside, we'll get you a copy. One more, please. The record in the matter of Robert Holberg versus Alexis Stafford, file number is 24-04127. You're Alexis Stafford?
Yeah.
You're Mr. Holberg?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Did you all discuss this matter and come to a resolution at all?
We did, Your Honor.
Okay, what is the resolution? Is it gonna be a consent
Yes. it's gonna be
judgment or a
consent-
conditional dismissal?
Consent judgment.
Did you complete the paperwork?
I did not.
Okay, do you know how to complete the paperwork?
I do.
Okay, did you need a copy of the paperwork to complete?
I do.
Okay, we'll print you some. You can have a seat. Thank you.
I'll-
Yes, we'll get it out there to you in just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. On the record in the matter of Fred and Louisa Flats versus Virginia Welch, file number 24-04135. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Sam Dewey here on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name, ma'am? Okay, today's the date and time that's set for a hearing. Did you all come to resolution at all?
We have, Your Honor. I have a conditional dismissal signed by both parties, if I may approach.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I have the consent order for conditional dismissal here, ma'am, and it indicates that the matter will be dismissed today upon the agreement that you will vacate the property or pay the amount of $6,272.83 plus $179.05 and court costs for a total amount of $6,451.88. You'll pay that or vacate by September 30th, 2024. It says the defendant is to pay the amount of $6,451.88 by the 23rd or vacate and turn over the keys by the same date. That's for rent due and owing through the period of September 30th.
Correct.
Correct? Okay, so you're gonna pay that or vacate by the 23rd. You understand that? And that's what you want to do? That's your signature? Okay. You have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. Did you understand that? Did you want to give up your right to counsel? You also have the right to demand a jury trial, or you could have had a non-jury trial in this matter. Do you want to waive your right to trial? Is anybody threatening you to give up those rights? Any promises being made to you in exchange for those rights given up? Okay, a partial performance or a partial payment will not satisfy this agreement. So you gotta pay that full amount by the 23rd or vacate by the 23rd. You understand that? You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your rights, you can return to the court, file a motion to have that set aside and explain to me how you misunderstood your rights, okay? You have any questions? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing really, thank you.
You're all set. She was supposed to make sure they had the paperwork. Did they get the paperwork?
I'm sorry,
Did you get them their paperwork,
Mr.
Holberg?
Yes.
Are you in the Welch letter or says you're in the? No, the Welch. Or maybe it's the prosperity one then. Says it's locked by ALN. Yeah. Mhm. Still saying you're in it. Okay. On the record in the matter of the people. I'm sorry. Wrong date. On the record in the matter of Diane Clark versus Anthony Pryor, file number 24-04141. Council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Ottake. I'm covering for Attorney Alan Dyer. He had recently filed an appearance on this matter, I believe.
And good afternoon, Alyssa Hall of Legal Services of South Central Michigan, appearing on behalf of defendant.
Okay, we have two matters here today. One is for a motion to dismiss, the other is for hearing a non-payment of rents. Motion for summary disposition of the nuisance. And you're covering, you received a copy of that motion?
I received I did receive a copy of that motion. What Mr. Dyer is essentially asking for is, he's asking for three different things. He's asking that the motion be adjourned so he has time to respond, which I don't think that opposing counsel has any objection to that request. He's also requesting that my client be able to perform an inspection of the property. She has to see the condition of the property, and also that rent be escrowed until we have that time for a hearing. The opposing counsel objects to the
The opposing counsel objects to you said the last two requests?
Yes.
What is the basis for the objection on the inspection?
We object that this, respectfully, the court doesn't have jurisdiction over this case as a land contract case. The details how a land contract was formed, and at this point, there's no right to an inspection in the land contract, and Mr. Pryor asserts he is the defendant in this matter, but holds a land contract with the plaintiff. And so these two things are, I think, far-reaching in a case where we have a motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction.
Okay, but this is a non-payment of rent eviction, correct?
That's how it's filed.
For a land contract. You're saying that that wasn't filed properly?
Correct. Ms. Clark filed pro se and retained an attorney. I was just notified of the appearance yesterday. So our position is that this was filed incorrectly and should be dismissed. There is not a forfeiture clause in the land contract, so this would actually be a matter of procedural.
And they've not yet responded to this motion.
Correct. I supplied Mr. Dyer, Attorney Dyer, with it via email yesterday after I got the notice, but they would like some time to respond, which is professional courtesy. I completely understand and consent to that part of their request.
Okay, what is why is there a need for inspection?
Well, there's been no payments this year apparently, and my client's concerned about the condition of the property. And in fact, there's been no payments, so that's why she's requesting both.
Well, I recognize that there's no payments, obviously, and I've not delved into the attachments to the defense motion. But let's say hypothetically their motion is valid, that it was not filed properly. Why would your client have the right to inspect the property?
Well, I believe she still, regardless of whether it was filed correctly, she still has an interest in the property. She's definitely, if it is land contract, she's a land contract holder. And there hasn't been a payment in quite some time. She's concerned about the condition. So whether or not she has to amend it or file in the circuit court, I still think she has the right to inspect.
Well, there's a question as to whether or not this is proper jurisdiction, so I can't order her to have an inspection of the property. Not that I think it holds too much weight. Just had Mr. Pryor here, was it a month ago, on another matter relating to him making upgrades to the property. I saw some pictures. First thing I saw when I looked at and I didn't rule in his favor, he can tell you that. First thing I noticed is it looked like it was well maintained. So I didn't.
And I did offer to opposing counsel that Mr. Pryor will have photographs that I can supply to them of the current condition of the property. And he just told me that they're also publicly on his Facebook page.
Pictures of the home?
Of the repairs he's made.
Oh, the repairs. Okay, nonetheless, I'm not going to grant an order for inspection at this time because there's a question of jurisdiction. And the defense counsel is given a professional courtesy allowing this to be adjourned out. So that means that they were prepared to have the hearing today. So you're requesting to have it set out is not going to trigger me granting a order for them to have to escrow any payments at this time either, because I don't know that we're the proper person that should be escrowing any payments. And so until I can hold that hearing and make that determination, we can't start taking and collecting money here. That's a matter that needs to be addressed. That's why that motion was set for today. So we'll reset that motion. How much time is Mr. Dyer looking for that?
He didn't give me a specific amount of time, Your Honor, so I would just say that I'm sure my client wants to have it as soon as possible, so maybe the court has availability within a couple of weeks.
Please squeeze the motion in somewhere. Let's see. October 3rd at 1:30. October 3rd at 1:30. Additional matters for the record.
Not in this file, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, you're all set. Let me get you a notice book here. Setting the motion. No, we need to set the hearing too. Let's see. Is William Carthen here?
Your Honor, he just went downstairs to keep the meter. He said should be right back. If we have a conditional dismissal whenever he comes back.
Only 2:32. What did he put on the meter? About 10 minutes?
I don't know. I don't know what he did. Go see these in the hallway.
Up at the top there, turn that. So no, up here. It's not. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I understand.
First paperwork and they left. On the record in the matter of Hometown Properties versus William Carthage Jr. 24-04-146. Council.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Dockett, the attorney for the plaintiff.
What's your name, sir?
William Carson.
Okay, and today's the date set for a hearing. And you all have an agreement.
Yes, Your Honor, I have it, I can present it to the court, but essentially there's $6,875 due in rent and $156 in court costs, total $7,031. Mr. Carson's gonna pay $1,000 by September 23rd. He's gonna pay all of his monthly rent as it becomes due, and he's gonna pay the remaining $6,031 by November 11th, 2024. And I've checked 4B, so we can proceed without further notice if he does not make those payments. Partial payment shall not prevent the court from issuing an order of eviction.
Okay, Mr. Carthen, that's accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Yes.
So this is a conditional dismissal, meaning the case will be dismissed today upon the agreement. Again, that you'll pay the full amount, $7,031. That does include court costs for rent due and owing through the end of September. And then again, the conditions are that you'll pay $1,000 no later than September 23rd, and monthly rent as it comes due, and the remaining balance is $6,031 by November 11, 2024. Partial performance will not satisfy this, okay? So you gotta pay it all the way you'll say it, or you can pay it in advance, but you can't pay it later than that or pay less than what you say you're gonna pay. You understand that? If you don't comply with what you say you're gonna do in this section, they have the right to request a judgment against you and get a writ without noticing you for another court date, okay? You understand your right to have a attorney represent you at this proceeding? You want to waive your right to an attorney? You also have the right to have a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understood that, right? You want to waive your right to trial? You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize that you misunderstood those rights, you can return to the court, request to have that set aside. We'll set it for a hearing, okay? Any questions?
No.
Any additional matters for the record? Get your copy in just a moment, sir. You're welcome. Okay, back on the record in the matter of Robert Holberg versus Alexis Stafford, 24-04127. Holberg, you have paperwork? Okay, so you all want to proceed with a consent judgment. So that means judgment will enter by your consent. You understand that, ma'am? Yeah. And so that means that it will enter in the amount of the past due rent, $4,500 plus court costs, $140.02. For a total amount due, $4,640.02. That you'll pay that, or you'll vacate the property of 918 Maylon Street, City of Lansing, Ingham County, State of Michigan, no later than the 23rd of September, correct? Yes, ma'am. There's also money judgment that you're entering to have entered against you. Damages in the amount of $3,898.33 plus $140.02 of costs for a total $4,038.35. That's accurate? Yeah. Okay. And your signatures here? Yeah. Your signature, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about this? No. You understand the rights that you have to give up in order to do this? Okay, so you have the right to be represented by an attorney at an eviction matter. Did you understand that? Yes. You want to give up your right to be represented by an attorney? Yeah. You also have the right to demand a trial. You could have had a jury trial on this matter. At the time of your jury trial, you could have filed a counterclaim or brought up defenses as to why you believe you don't lawfully owe this money or why you should have been able to withhold the money. You understand that you would be giving up that right as well? Yes. Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that we just went over, you can return to the court, request to have this set aside, and then you'll have to explain to me how you misunderstood those rights that I just explained to you, okay? Okay. We'll get you a copy of the paperwork. Do you have any questions at this time? No. Any other issues for you, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll get you a copy. You're all set. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Hey, ma'am.
Hey, Alexander.
What's your name, sir?
Samuel.
On the record. In the matter of Marwan Hatem versus William and Brandy Anderson, file number 24-03107. Council appearance. Good afternoon, your name?
James on behalf of the landlord and Mr. Bauer.
Your name, sir?
William Anderson, Your Honor.
Ms. Brandy Anderson?
Yes.
Come up. Okay, today's the date that was set for hearing for eviction for non-payment. Are we proceeding with the hearing or did you come to an agreement?
We could not reach an agreement. He has not paid any rent since May last year.
So you want to have a hearing?
So
Okay, you can call your first witness. You can have a seat. You come up this way, sir. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
You can have a seat. State your first and last name and then spell both, please.
Isam Al-Alam, first name ISSAM, last name AL-ALAM.
Repeat the spelling for the last name.
A like apple, L like love, another A like apple, L like love, A like Mary, A like apple, M like Mary. Al-Alam.
One more time.
A like apple, L like love, hyphen. Another time, A like apple, L like love, A like apple, M like Mary.
Emma, okay, got it. You can proceed, Counsel.
yeah, what is your relationship with this case?
I'm the manager for his property.
And to the best of your knowledge, when was the last time that the tenant paid any rent?
He pay first month and give a check also for deposit. And couple check after that, all of them from non-sufficient fund,
How much was his monthly rent?
1,900.
So as of today, in total, like how much money does he owe?
$22,800.
Your Honor, I have in my hand the proposal, exhibit, this exhibit of our.
Can you get it marked? You can tell me the address, get it marked by her. You can take it to her. Tell me what address this is for, sir.
Westchester,
Wait, 1, 2.
Well, yes, it's on. Do you remember? If you don't remember, you can tell me you don't remember.
I don't remember.
Because he
I
can
have-
refresh your
I have
recollection.
15 property plus.
Just tell me you don't remember if you don't.
I remember, Westchester that property.
Okay, counsel, can you refresh his recollection?
Property address is 2813 East, Rochester.
Well, is it on the paperwork you gave him or that you're using as an exhibit? Because you can't give testimony. He has to give us the testimony if he's your witness. Look on that paperwork and see if it refreshes your recollection, sir, of the address.
Here.
Yeah, here, yep. Okay. 2813,
2813 East Westchester, that's in city of Lansing,
yes.
Ingham County.
No, yes.
Okay, and you said that the rent's 1,900 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what's the tenant's names?
The tenant name.
You can't remember, you have to tell me you can't remember.
I can remember.
Yes.
Council will refresh your recollection.
Williams Anthony.
Okay, and so you said he paid the first month rent. When did he do that?
If I'm not mistaken, on April 5th,
Of this year?
last year.
Oh, okay, so did he move in last year?
Yes.
Okay,
Over a
so
year and a
April
half.
of 2023
Yes,
and paid rent then and then Have you received any rent checks since then or payments since then?
Couple check, all of them come non-sufficient.
Okay, thank you. You can continue, counsel.
You have in your hand, what is it, plaintiff proposed exhibit 1, with a certificate of compliance. Is that the certificate of compliance for that property?
Yeah. Start from expire 2/1/25.
When you contacted the tenants, what was the reason they gave to you for the non-payment of rent?
First, you make excuse about the tag was like a little bit of plumbing issue from the city when we do the plumbing. There's some stuff need to be fixed, and we fix it. After that, they took the tag, and he considered about the taxes also was short in taxes for the city. I don't know what has to do all the tenants, but he makes excuse about the landlord owe some money for the taxes.
No, I would like to admit the proposed exhibit 1.
Okay, did you show them a copy? Plaintiff's proposed exhibit 1. Do you have an objection to that being an exhibit under the rules of evidence?
Yes.
What's the objection?
They applied for this in April. It was denied. They didn't get a new certificate of dwelling just until the 29th, and it was entered in on the 14th when we were last.
So it's not that you're,
This is the dates on this as well.
so you're saying that they falsified this document?
No, they went down to try to get this document. They gave them a copy, but then it was suspended by.
Yeah, but that's not an evidentiary objection. Then if that is your defense, then you can present your evidence in support of that on your time to get testimony.
Then we got a new
Okay.
copy from Tom
Sounds-
Berry.
Okay, sounds good. So that will be admitted as the plaintiff's exhibit 1. You have your exhibits with you? Okay. You can continue.
Do you have any lease with the tenant at this time?
The first time we have a lease been signed and we give it to the
Okay,
lawyer.
Is there currently lease?
Right
on
now-
the property?
There's a lease, but like I say, we give the lease for the lawyer before you when you take the case, and you don't give it us back. But we have the lease, the one copy, but it's not signed, but the one was signed with the previous lawyer. And we have a problem with it, he scheduled a couple time and he kept the lease.
No, I have no further question for you.
No other questions? Do you have questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can stand and ask some questions.
You said that I gave you a check. I don't even know you. When did you receive the check?
I'm the one who rented for you and I showed the house and you go in.
When?
I did come to see the house
I talked to Marvin specifically
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Is it a question? You have to ask him questions.
When did you or I sign a lease?
And you go online and get the application, and the landlord to give you the lease to sign it, and I tell you, you have to pay certified check, you don't, and you convince him and give him a check plus 1,900 cash.
When did I ever meet you?
I'm going to show you the house.
No, you didn't.
Okay, well, you can't argue. If you don't like his answer, it's still his answer. You can always give your version of the story, and I'll give you an opportunity to do that. But your right now is to only ask questions. So you're gonna ask questions. He may not like his answer, but you don't get to change his answer because of that, okay?
When was you present during any of the transaction with me and the landlord?
I wasn't.
Or the home.
I'm the one who showed to you. I'm the one who opened the house. I have the key. I let you go in and you see it. And I'm the one who served you when I was in vacation.
Okay,
And I
so
served your woman.
you did what?
The lady was there.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
if you know, yeah, if you mean your mom.
And do you remember, if that's the case, do you remember opening the doors and showing me a house? And
Yeah.
you guys rented me a house that was red tag with
It's a different
multiple
story.
red
You
tags
tell
on
me-
it?
What's the question?
Do you remember renting me a house that was red tag?
It wasn't red tag that time, I don't think.
Yes, sir, it
We had to
was.
take the tag. When they come to inspect it for the plumbing issue was to be corrected.
There was a plumbing issue when he moved in?
Before he moved, and we have the paper.
Okay, when he was shown the house, was there a plumbing issue?
No,
Okay.
I think we're already corrected.
It was, you think, or you're not sure?
I think was, sure, it was corrected.
Okay, and so the red tag was when the plumbing issue was there?
Yeah.
Okay, but your belief is that when you showed him the house, it was no longer red tag? Okay, your next question?
Is the plumbing the only red tag that was on the house?
Yes,
So you do not remember the electrical plug, the electrical red tag as well?
the electric, we got company before you and we fixed everything. Was everything fixed when we moved?
No, wasn't.
You can't give argument now. You gotta save that for when you tell your story.
Yes, ma'am. So I gave you you saying that I gave you a check?
Not for me, for the landlord.
Okay.
Did he hand it to you or did he hand it to the
No,
landlord?
handed to the landlord.
You were there?
No,
How do you know that he handed it to the landlord?
the landlord told me he paid that and he
Okay,
paid that.
that's hearsay. Keep going.
What was your name again?
Sam,
Okay.
Sam.
Do you remember me calling a Sam on the phone? And I told you that my whole basement was flooded?
you call who, Sam?
Yeah,
Me.
if you're Sam.
Sam, yeah.
Okay, do you remember I called, if you were the person on the other line, do you remember I called you on the phone? And I told you my whole basement was flooded and I had feces and urine all over? And
You
you
never
told,
called me.
and if it was, you told me to call this other guy?
No,
And the other guy I
you
called?
tell me you bring a company and they do it after that time you bring company, you pay $1,000. I said, why you don't call me? I have a snake in my place and I go open.
No,
You tell me you pay $1,000.
Okay, so you do remember him
Yeah.
calling about an
He
issue?
told me about issue, but I went there, nothing. He say he fixed it.
Okay,
So, no, I didn't fix it at that time. Do you remember telling me to call somebody who could come fix it?
No. I thought you should call me.
So do you remember me talking to you on the phone again, if you're saying that guy said he wasn't coming to fix nothing because you guys haven't paid him for the other work that was supposed to be done?
I never know the guy. I do all the maintenance. Now you remember that you called about the flood basement. How you say you don't know me from the beginning?
I don't know you.
Okay.
But if I look on a text message, because we had a phone conversation.
okay.
Okay,
Next question.
okay. You have phone conversation with me. It means you know me.
Okay, there's no question. What's your next question?
Okay, what's the question?
Whoa, I'm the one that will decide what the question
Okay,
is, okay?
sorry. ma'am.
Not you,
Okay, yes.
not your attorney.
Sorry. ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So any issues that I've had with this house, you're saying you're the manager, right?
Yes,
So you came to fix those?
yes, I go. Okay, if you call me.
You
come to-
came to that house and fixed them?
You call about the.
Well, there's
you
a
come
question.
to
Have
the
you ever
house
go
and
to the house to
I
fix any
fix
issue?
everything before you move in.
Have you been there to fix anything since he's lived there?
After he moved in, no.
Okay.
Before, yes, I fix everything.
I have no other questions for you.
Okay.
I have your phone- I have your-
There's no question. I have a question for you though.
Okay, ma'am.
As a property manager, since you haven't been there since he lived there to fix anything, what are your responsibilities?
My son, I'm in front, I give him my phone number. I have his phone number in my phone, if I can show you, ma'am. To call me to fix everything, but always you have excuse, and he say, I get some friend, I pay him $1,000. I pay this guy $2,000. And after that, we have a problem. I never, even he called me.
So what you're saying is that your responsibility is to fix the issues, but he always gets someone else to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why he's calling you to tell you he's got an issue, but then tell you that he's already got it fixed?
He called me, he say have an issue and get somebody to fix it. In beginning at time, whenever you have a problem, give me a call. He have about the basement, yes, he called, after he called me, say, I pay $1,000 for the, I said, why you don't call me? I have a machine, it took me 5 minutes to do it. He say, he's my friend, whatever, okay? And after that, we have the issue with the city about even the mayor involved for his car, his mobile home there, many motorcycles.
Yeah, that's another issue I'm well
Yeah.
aware of, because I think
After
I
that,
had the case.
After that, to give him eviction notice, I never do anything after that.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand though, you're the property manager, so that means you're supposed to be managing the issues of the property, correct?
Yes,
And so you're telling me, your testimony is that he will call you about an issue for properties, but then tell you he paid someone else to get it
Yes,
done?
ma'am.
Okay, how long between the time he notifies you that there's an issue, is it that you find out that he got someone else to fix it?
When we ask about the rent and have the check bounce, they say, oh, I get somebody to fix the basement and issue whatever, and I pay $1,000.
Oh, that's when you would find out that
Yes.
there was an issue,
Yes.
after the rent was,
After, yeah.
okay, that's key information that I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not finding out that there's an issue prior to the insufficient funds? So he's not notifying you when there's an issue, he's only notifying you there's an issue after he doesn't have the rent?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any other questions for your witness?
No further question.
Thank you, you can be excused from the stand. You can call your next witness. Do you have any other witnesses? Okay. Okay, so, you want to give some testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can have a seat and you can share your side of the story.
Your Honor, we sold a house, me and my wife did, we sold a house and we needed somewhere to move because it was quick sale. This house that came up on the market for rent and we were under the impression that it was a turnkey ready home. When we went to the house, the doors were open, like an open house for the showing, which at that particular time, we did not know the one door in the front, because there's multiple doors. The one door in the front had red tags on it, had multiple red tags, plumbing and electrical.
Okay, so when you went to go see the house, you saw the red tags?
No, ma'am.
So how are you saying that the house was red?
We didn't even know until a couple of days later, after we had signed the lease, and then we had gave them the money, half was in cash. The other half, I was told that he lived in Wisconsin.
Right, but I want to know about the red tag. I don't know about where he
Okay,
lives.
so
After you signed the lease, how did you later determine that this property was red tag?
when I put up with my U-Hauls to move in the house, and all of the neighborhood that came out and asked me what I was doing. And I said, moving in, and they said, you can't, the house is red.
Okay, so
And I
your
see.
information about the house being red tag came from neighbors?
Yes,
Okay,
as well as I now am literally seeing it on the door. Because the doors, when I went to go view the house, they were open, so the doors was open, and then we went through a side door.
and so
they-
you didn't see the red tag on the property once you viewed?
No, ma'am.
But now so your understanding of the house's red tag is not from the neighbors, you saw the red tag?
Yes,
Okay,
after they pointed it out to me.
okay, so as you're moving in, you see these red tags. And it tells you, you find out what the red tags for, did you contact the landlord?
Yes,
And
and
what,
he said, give him a few days, he was working on it. So he told me that I signed the lease and gave him the money on Thursday. He has some engagements, he said, with some friends, so Tech couldn't move in until Monday.
what was the agreement about you moving in prior to that?
I thought that I was gonna be able to sign the lease, get my keys and be able to have access to move in right then and there.
Had you signed the lease at this time?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
What did the lease say that you can move in? What date did it say you can move in?
It said that I can move in that particular day, but he asked if I could wait because he wanted to backdate the lease to take care of some issues that he had. He never told me that it was red.
Okay, but you agreed to backdate the lease for that, he can take care of whatever issues.
Just through the weekend until the Monday from the Thursday.
Okay, you inspected the house before you moved in?
I did. It was from the first view of it. There was a lot of things that I asked if we could change up or do. It had wallpaper from,
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. You
This house-
inspected the house and you were satisfied with moving in, correct?
I thought so,
Okay,
prior to, had I known that.
not withholding the red tag issue, obviously,
Right.
because we know you can't live in a red tag issue.
Yes.
But you inspected the house prior to that and you were comfortable with moving your family there.
Yes,
Okay, and so you move in, or you go to move in, you find out it's red tag, so you're not able to move in that day?
no, ma'am, I stayed in a hotel with my family for 11 days.
You have receipts for that?
Yes, I do. Might matter when we got some.
Why does Mr. Mataloni?
'Cause
He's not representing you on this eviction, is he?
Supposed to been the attorney on record. He was handling it at first and then you dismissed it and then so.
That was a different matter.
It's the same matter.
No, it's not the same matter. If it's dismissed, it's over.
Okay.
So he has to refile an appearance. I don't have an appearance from him. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's, and I've reset this long enough that if he was going to represent you, he would be here today or should be here. Did you pay him to be here
Yes,
today?
ma'am, I did.
You paid him to be here today?
$500.
To be here today?
Yes.
When did you pay him?
June 3rd, 2024.
To be here today on this case?
Yes, ma'am, because I got the notice back in the end of May.
And you spoke to him that you let him know you had a court date today?
I didn't, I've been trying to call him for the last couple of days. My brother's even in jail trying to call him too. He just got
Okay, so
fired
you've
from
not
that.
had any contact with him?
No, sir. No, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay, so, but you elected to waive your right to counsel to move forward without him, correct? I'm not gonna be able to hold this over for you to find Mataloni, because I don't know where he is. But you're saying you hired an attorney. That's, if you hire an attorney, he fails to appear, you gotta go to the attorney grievance
That's your
commission.
board, right?
And report that, but I never received an appearance on this at all. I mean, he's never appeared, and I know that you all have been here 3 times.
6.
No, on
Oh,
this
for one,
particular,
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
on this particular, you've been at least 3
No,
times.
This would be the second time. We came the 14th of August, and then you pushed it back to try to negotiate something for today. So it's only been the 14th and then today, right?
We've been here 3 times, because you had a pre-trial. If you paid him in June, the pre-trial was in July, he didn't appear.
It was in July.
July 31st. You had a pre-trial before you had a hearing. This is the second day I reset the hearing, but you had a pre-trial first.
Okay.
He didn't appear for any of those dates, so that's my concern. You said the property was red tagged. Obviously, you moved in, so the red tag was taken care of, correct?
Yeah, I took care of it.
How did you take care of a red tag?
I called United, a buddy of mine over at United Electric, and I had talked to the landlord, because he said, hey, I need somebody to do electrical. And I said, I got a friend that I used to work with at another job, and he works at United Electric. I can call him. I called Kevin. I said, bro, I need you. I'm staying in a hotel. This house is red tag. Can you come over? He said, I'm on my way. He came over, gave inspection, and gave an order for what needed to be done.
So that the red tag can be removed.
So that the red tag can be removed. But we still had a plumbing, there's a plumbing and electrical.
So there was 2 red tags?
Yes, ma'am.
And so when was the plumbing issue taken care of?
The plumbing issue, they didn't take that red tag didn't get signed until five of 25, May 5th.
May 5th. So you were able to move in after that, is what you're saying?
Yes.
So you moved in,
Yep, so So that was,
So when did you actually move into the house?
May 13th.
Oh, so you moved in May 13th, and you paid $1,900 prior to moving in.
I paid 1,900 plus a 1,900 deposit, plus another 1,900 for additional payment. And then he said that he lived out of town, so I wrote him a check for each month to cash each month because I didn't have no forwarding address or nowhere to be able to pay or send it.
Okay, so you saying you used to pay first month, last month, and a security deposit,
Yes, ma'am. And
each
then
being 1,900 for all three?
yes,
So what
ma'am.
was the total that you paid?
$2,700 cash. For 2 4 6, you got $5,700.
You paid him $5,700
Yes,
by check,
cash,
cash?
yes. And then the other was in check.
Where's your record of that? Because you just told me you gave him 3 separate checks.
Mike got a lot of paperwork,
You
yes.
just, so how was it cash and then 3 separate checks?
So I paid him the deposit, first month's rent and the last month's rent and cash. He gave us receipt for that and put it on
Where's the receipt?
Mike. Had it.
Okay, and so, when was the last time you paid rent?
That was it.
What was it? In May
Yes, ma'am.
of 2023?
Yeah.
Okay. Why haven't you paid rent since then?
Because as soon as I got the red tag off, there goes a pink tag on my
The pink tag for?
delinquent taxes. There was, or no rental certificate and delinquent taxes. It says it right on the top, delinquent taxes.
Okay, and you notified the landlord?
Yes, I did. I said, hey,
Okay.
what's up with
You
this?
escrowed your rent?
I did.
Where?
Bank of America.
Let me see.
That too.
Oh, no, you're gonna pull it up and show me your escrow because you're gonna have escrow in your, for every month because a pink tag does not allow you to withhold your rent.
And I understand that. And that's what part of what we was working out. If he was willing to,
Did you show him where you escrowed your rent?
no, ma'am, I didn't.
Why not?
Only talked to him just the last time we were here. There was a whole different attorney on the case.
Well, the last time we were here and today, I saw you all step out. That's sufficient time to say I'm operating in good faith. I've escrowed the rent, waiting for the certificate to be taken care of. I need to see where you escrowed your rent for the last year
I don't
and a
have
couple
the
months.
paperwork with me, John.
If the Bank of America is electronic, because I have Bank of America, you can pull it up online.
I don't have it online. And that's what I was just trying to pull up.
You don't have what up online?
On for the Bank of America.
You can log-
I
you
was just
can-
trying, I was just trying to log in. It's not allowed to do it.
What do you mean it's not allowing you to log in?
Not allowing me to log in.
Okay, and so you didn't provide me the exhibit that you admitted. Where's the exhibit? Your dispute was that this was a rental certificate that was valid. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Says the certificate expires on the 1st of February 2025. Says they got the certificate this April 2024. You said that they didn't get the certificate in April this year?
No, ma'am.
When did they get it?
They didn't get the certificate until, so they went down to that and applied for it. And then it got suspended. And then you guys were in court on this matter with the city, with Tom Berry and those guys over there.
I don't know who you guys is. You got,
Yeah,
I'm a court,
I'm not.
and the court was not involved in any of your stuff.
Totally entity, separate entities.
Correct. We are not a city department.
Okay, so the zoning and planning have filed a petition against him or whatever about this house. It was before you, Your Honor, because I've been working with them. And they didn't get that, and it wasn't entered until the last time that we were here on August 14th.
Okay, I can go and verify on the court, on the, there's a public website tells you when they have it, but nonetheless, they have a, you're not disputing that it's not a valid certificate now, correct?
No, ma'am.
So it's a valid certificate now, so according to the peak tag law, they have a valid certificate, year of rent, you've still been holding over their property. And so you were to escrow your rent. And so now they would be entitled to the rent because they have a certificate.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have their $1,000.
Some of it, almost.
Why don't you have all of
But
it?
I don't have this month's or the last little bit from the second half of last month. From winter time. So I owe another 18 or 19 plus $900 more is what I would need to make it to have the whole 22.
Okay, and you have a picture of your peak tag?
Yes, ma'am.
You showed them though, correct? So I think you was trying to.
Yeah, I showed them last.
You're not disputing that the property was pink tagged, are you?
No,
Okay, okay, so you don't need to even admit it because they're stipulating that the property was pink tagged. Okay, so any other reasons why you believe you have a lawful right that you should not have paid them the money? I agree that if the property is pink tagged, you're supposed to escrow your rent.
So, not too far after, the plumbing and the electrical I got done, the furnace went out.
And you notified the landlord?
Yep.
How did you notify
I
him?
texted him via text. He said, call Sam.
Okay,
I called Sam. Sam said, F you.
you called him and said that the furnace is out and he said F you.
I said, I got a problem over here at the house. Furnace is out. He was like, F you, I'm not dealing with it no more.
What do you mean by dealing with it no more? What does that mean? Have you talked to him prior to this?
So I don't know what the no more was or whatever.
When did this
I want to
happen?
say it's just with this house particularly because this is a problem house, I guess.
When did the furnace go out?
Who was the heck of that? Hager Fox was 8/24, August 24 of last year.
What date did you notify landlord?
Well, actually, it went out before August 24th, like a couple of days later. August 24th is when they actually came out to fix it, so it was probably like August 20th.
Show me when you contacted Sam.
It's from my phone.
Raising your hand, sir?
Yeah, I have a question, if I can.
You can ask the attorney.
No, I have a question.
Ask the attorney, because you ask him privately. I don't need to hear the question. You're asking him privately. Okay. Okay, when was the furnace was fixed? You said about the 24th of August?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so how many days did it take before the furnace was fixed?
3.
3 days.
Yes, ma'am. They had the schedule.
Who paid for the fixing of the, where's your receipt? I want to understand how it is that you have notice of when you got the furnace going out, where you contacted to get it fixed and receipt on that phone, but you don't have anything on that phone showing me where you contact this man?
Because this is her phone, and she has those emails or whatever that they sent for the invoice up to the email or whatnot. Or my other phone contacts or whatever is on my other phone, and I have got this.
I need to see the receipt. You can show the attorney first. So it costs $400 to get it fixed, correct?
No, it was $12.50. It was actually $1,500, but he gave me a $250 coupon off. And
I can only go by what it says this is for. It says $286 plus an air care membership. What's that?
email.
And return check service. So something bounced.
This one.
This doesn't tell me that this was for a furnace.
No,
This says it was for a dual capacitor battery, an air care membership, and then a return check fee. Well, she's looking for that receipt. Anything else that you believe is, gives you a lawful reason to withhold any or a portion of your rent?
We did.
That's a no.
No, ma'am.
Oh.
Next, we were told that if we did the floors in there, that we would be reimbursed for those.
Who told you that? Who told you that? The landlord?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
If you replaced the floors,
Redid the floors.
redid the floors? What do you mean redid the
I
floors?
guess the previous tenants or whatever had a bunch of pets, dogs, so there's like a bunch of urine stains and
It
all
was
that.
carpet,
No, it was hardwood floors.
hardwood floors. So you'd refinish the
We
hardwoods?
had to refinish the hardwood. floors.
Okay. And you did it or you hired a company?
We sort of did it, but it was,
You only get reimbursed whatever you got a receipt for.
we got, I mean, I got receipts for all the stuff.
I need to see it.
We charged you 15 and 250 receipt out. And then the next one was errands when we came back home. Stuff, shoes. So they did, we had errands come out and redo all.
So I'm still waiting, no receipt for the floor, no receipt for the furnace, and is there anything else that you actually have the receipt for?
This right here. Oh, okay. So, yeah, here it is. That's for Hagen Fox.
This is actually not for the front.
Yeah,
This was
there,
the AC.
so it was for the furnace. The furnace went out, then they came back and then they did the AC because the AC went out. And then we ended up getting flooded. And then.
Right, but I don't want to hear all that. I'm trying to understand what this receipt is for. This says, upon arrival, cycled AC at thermostat, checked outdoor unit for operation, no operation. They're talking about an AC unit, not a furnace.
Yeah.
Checked electrical panel, found overheated capacitor, replaced capacitor and performed AC maintenance, cleaned and flushed system, checked pressure, it was good. Unit is 25 years old and uses R22 refrigerant, which is no longer being manufactured. If future repairs are needed, I would recommend upgrading to new systems. So they didn't even replace the system. They charge you for one dual capacitor. It says here what a dual capacitor is. It's like a battery used to store electricity and gives motors a boost when they need to start. From normal usage, a capacitor may become worn and need to be replaced. That was $286. And then they charge you for an air care membership, annual care membership. So you must have upgraded to have it regularly maintained.
Yeah, because he said that it needed.
Because of the age, I get it.
Because of the age.
179, so $400 is what it looks like. Plus $65, it says, let's see, 465 was the total amount on that one. Any other receipts?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll change that to repair to ACU or AC unit service versus furnace.
The furnace work that we.
Yeah, but that's not the receipt for it, so.
Yeah, that's the AC one. Then we got another one for Roto-Rooter. We got another one for Aaron's Plumbing. We got another one.
Okay, do you have these receipts
Yes.
somewhere at home or something? Like, I need to
So
have.
we had all the printed everything out and Mike has the file as well.
And you said you paid Mataloni on the, in June.
Yeah. Here's the one from Aaron's. He's saying that they did the plumbing. And this is what.
When did you get that done? Just plumbing?
Yes, ma'am. This was done 6/29.
Of 22, what year?
2023. This was done right after.
And how much was it for?
This was for 448.
Yolanda, can you pass me this phone, please? Okay. Tied kitchen line to laundry line and added an AAV tested completion 3-month warranty. This is not telling me that there was a plumbing issue.
So what had happened was the plumbing, however, they had the plumbing supposed to be done before I got in, or the day that I got in there or whatever. The pipes wasn't angled right, so Aaron's had to come out. My whole basement was flooded.
And there was previously a red tag for plumbing. Though,
yes,
correct?
ma'am. And
Can you
Aaron.
give him this back? I'll give you 448. Can you give him this back, please? Any other receipts?
Yes, ma'am.
How many more receipts am I expecting?
I got another one from Roto-Rooter.
Okay, we're gonna go off the record. I want you to pull up all the receipts now so that with your time, you see all those people behind you?
Yes, ma'am.
They want their day in court too. And so I'm gonna let you get all the receipts so that I can have them.
Like, can we like screenshot them and then they'll be
Yes.
all together? Like,
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna give you time to do. So you can, even if you want to sit over there and do it, or go to the back to do it, step out the way so I can call the next couple of cases, okay? Okay, did you, was there an attorney here for Briarcliff? Who's the attorney for Briarcliff Apartments? Did you check an attorney in for Briarcliff at 2:30?
Yeah, no,
No one appeared for Briarcliff?
no.
Is Tevin Lamont here? Nobody here by the name of Tevin Lamont? Okay, that's dismissed. Who's here for Capitol Village? Morris McDaniel here? Nobody named Morris McDaniel?
No, but dismissal was filed for that one.
That's what your whole message, you actually wrote for 2:30, you said that to me at 2:30. You said, yeah, they were here.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's covering.
Who's here?
So
Who?
he's covering for
For 2:30?
Devlin and Herman.
For 2:30?
Yes. But he just came and told me that he got
Who
a
is?
dismissal.
Silverthorne is a public defender.
No, I'm sorry. So-
He was sitting where?
Bob. Ronald Bob.
Mr. Bob.
Okay, he's covering
He's covering for Devlin
and Herman.
and Herman?
Yes,
Oh, well, then where is he?
probably next door. I'm gonna grab him.
Okay, Mr. Du, are you ready?
Yes.
On the record in the matter of Sahara Apartments versus Jovita Cruz and all other occupants, file number 24-05154, council.
That's actually mine, Your Honor.
Oh, that's the one I have in my hand, sorry. Council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicholas Garlinghouse appearing on behalf of plaintiff Sahara Apartments.
What's your name, ma'am?
Jovita Cruz Castaneda.
Okay, I have a conditional dismissal here today. It says that you're agreeing to have the case dismissed today upon the condition that you'll pay the past due rent, $1,975, plus court costs, $173.05 for a total due, $2,148.05. That's for rent due and owing through September 15th. And you'll pay that in full or vacate by September 23rd. Is that accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's your signature here, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You understood your right to have an attorney with you today?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want to give that right up? You want to waive do you want a hearing or do you want to waive the right to have a hearing?
Waive the right.
And you want to have an attorney represent you or you want to waive the right to have an attorney represent you so you can move forward with this dismissal?
I'm okay with the agreement. I don't need a.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today. That once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood those rights. You can return to the court, request to have this agreement set aside. Partial performance will not satisfy this, so you gotta pay that amount or vacate by the 23rd as you agreed. You understand that? We'll get you a copy in just a moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you have your paperwork?
Yes.
On the record in the matter of 1505 East Oak LLC versus Tamia Williams, 24-04220, council appearance.
Thank you, good afternoon, Sam, do I hear on the?
Okay, you are Ms. Williams? Okay, Ms. Williams, let's see here. This is a conditional dismissal. So this is a matter that you want to have dismissed today upon the condition that you will vacate the premise and leave the property in broom swept condition and turn over the keys no later than the 23rd, correct? Okay, and so you understood that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this? You want to give up that right?
I was in contact with one, they called me, I missed it, I left the voicemail back, but they never called me back.
Attorney from where? From here? We don't have attorneys here. From legal services, maybe?
Yeah, from the video.
Okay, so you tried to make contact with legal services, they did not get back with you, or you missed the call. Is it that you believed you had counterclaim or some reason to withhold the rent? Okay, so you want to waive your right to an attorney so we can move forward with the dismissal? Yes?
Yes.
You also have the right to have a trial in this matter. You could have had a jury trial if you believe that you wanted to do that. Do you want to give up your jury trial so you can have the dismissal? Okay, do you have any questions about this? That's your signature, correct? You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize that you misunderstood those rights, you can return to the court in those 3 business days. You'll file a motion to set that aside, and then you'll explain how you misunderstood your rights. We'll get you a copy of that in just a moment. Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set. Okay, Mr. Bach, it looks like you're you're for Herman and Devlin today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what do you have?
Well, I have consent on,
You're not ready yet?
Mariah Loveland. Approach.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, you can come up, Miss Loveland. On the record in the matter of Huron Development LLC versus Mariah Loveland and all other occupants, 24-04287 LT. And you're Mariah Loveland. Yes. Counsel, can I have your appearance?
Yes, Your Honor, Ron Black here for plaintiff.
Okay, today was a date that was scheduled for a hearing, but it looks like you all have negotiated a consent judgment. So you want judgment to enter into by consent? Okay, and so you're agreeing to have possession judgment entered in favor of the plaintiff. The amount to retain possession is due $2,379.39 plus $170.54 for a total amount to retain $2,549.93. And you'll either pay that or you'll vacate the property at 3313 2B Trappers Cove Drive, Trail, City of Lansing, on or before the 23rd of September. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that your signature on here?
Yes.
You understand that you have the right to have an attorney represent you?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to waive that right?
Yes.
You also have the right to have a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial, and you have the right to proceed to hearing today. You want to give those rights up? Anybody threatening you to do that? Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize that you misunderstood the rights that you just gave up, you can return to the court, request to have that judgment set aside. We'll set it for a hearing, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Any additional matters for the record on that part? Okay, you're all set, Ms. Lovely. We'll get you a copy of that paperwork.
Thank you, Judge.
Do you have anything else, right?
I do. I have Huron Development versus Lightfoot. Lightfoot.
Micaiah Lightfoot present? Failed to appear. You have a default?
Well, Judge, I gotta give you some information on this one. I just got an email today. She gave birth on Monday. She says she'll probably be able to pay by the 23rd. We offered to either enter the default and give her a whole nother week, or have you kick it out another and adjourn this. Make it your choice.
Somebody was. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't this one. She gave birth on Monday.
Gave birth on Monday, said she'll probably have it get paid by the writ day of 23. We offered to put the writ date out to the 30th, or if you want to adjourn it.
I can't even enter,
Anyway,
I can't, well, I'm not gonna default her if she gave birth on Monday. Today's Wednesday.
That's kind of
So
what I thought.
I'll reset it.
No problem.
Not like 24-04283.
Next available.
Oh, yeah, next available.
Samuel Lino. is also ready.
The 16th,
Yeah.
October 16th at 1:30.
Yeah.
Said Samuel Lino. Samuel Lino is present.
Yes,
Okay.
I can call the hall.
He's here. He's been sitting here the whole time.
Oh, I said his name earlier. No.
Yeah, I knew he was here because
Wow.
that's why I asked for the attorney. He's sitting there for a while, actually.
I
You've
even
you've
checked
not
the
spoken
default
with him?
box. I haven't spoken with him.
Okay, we all need to speak, I guess.
Try to go talk. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Dowrick. We have Sharmanique Walker here. Okay. In the matter of Todd Dowrick versus Sharmanique Walker, 24-04118. The parents, please.
Todd Dowrick.
Your name, ma'am? Okay, today's the date set for hearing. How are we proceeding?
We have a consent judgment.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Miss Walker, there is a consent judgment here, and that's how you want to proceed? Okay, so you are agreeing to have judgment against you by consent where rent to retain possession is due in the amount of $987.64. It says other money due, is that a 58 or 50? Other at the top,
That's 28.
no, the other money due.
Oh, other money due is a 50, yes.
Okay, 50, what is that for, late fee?
Late fee, yeah.
Okay, plus court costs, $138.64 for a total of rent to retain $1,176.28. That you'll pay that or you'll vacate the property of 229 Westmoreland, City of Lansing by the 23rd of September. You understand that? It says partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order of eviction. It also is money judgment to enter in the amount of $254.31, that's $138.64 in cost, for a total money judgment, $392.90. Can you sign this paperwork, ma'am? Okay, do you have any questions about this? Okay, you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. Do you understand that? Would you want to waive your right to be represented by an attorney? You do not? You want an attorney to represent you? Okay, so you do want to waive the right. Is that a yes? You also have the right to have a trial. You can demand a jury trial. Do you want to give up your right to trial on this? You have 3 business days from today's date. If after you leave here, you realize that you misunderstood those rights, you return to the court, you file a motion to set the judgment aside, and you'll explain how you misunderstood your rights. Unless you have any questions for me, we'll get you a copy of that and you'll be all set, okay? Thank you, you're all set. Katira Riley here.
No, I'm here on that case. But she's not here.
Yeah, I don't see where she's present. I'm gonna give her maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe she's
Okay.
running, maybe she's looking for parking. We'll see. Okay, and then Miss Alexander, did you meet with the attorney already? Okay, I'll just wait for him to come back. I can go back on the record on the matter of Patem versus Anderson. If you're ready, I don't know if Mr. Anderson's here.
He's still out there. We're trying to arrange for somebody to pick up the babies from school.
Oh,
But I've got pictures here.
okay. So there were additional receipts
Yes.
that you wanted to provide. Can you get the phone for me, please? Okay, let's see.
And they should not be in a room.
This is for the Roto-Rooter. It says jet fuel size main sewer line. Had to be addressed. I think it said this was June 12th, 2023. And it was for $1,250. Okay, and where would the next receipt be? Just scroll
Like,
over.
Yeah, just like. And they may be a couple in a row that you'd already looked
Okay,
at.
I
and then
seen
there
that
should
one
be
for
one
four
extra.
48. I seen that one, I believe, 465. I did it. This is for United Electric. That was the issue that you said you called your friend.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it was for 536. Permit and ground rods, let's see.
That should be
Okay, that's it? Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so the past due rent at this point is 22,800, is what you said?
As at the time of filing, right now it's about 31,400.
Oh. You said, you said the rent was paid for 1 month. He moved in.
In May last year, you only paid 1,900.
Correct.
That's the date he moved
Correct.
in.
But no one's been able to establish, your witness couldn't establish when he moved in, so I gotta go with the date that he told me he moved in, and that wasn't until May.
Okay, he said, yes, that's the date we are giving.
Okay,
It's May
moved
13th.
until May.
Yeah.
You're right, right, he did say April, but he said it's May,
Yeah.
and so he paid for May. But you're saying for June on, there was no payment.
No payment from June to June.
Yeah.
August, September.
If you're saying it's false, you have to show me the proof.
You issued a check to the landlord, series of checks, all of them bounced. Are you
No, I
familiar with
stopped
this?
payment on them because it's been one problem after another with this house, bro. From red tag to pink tag to my
Okay.
basement flooded. to all
Okay,
my
if you all
checks.
want to resolve it yourself, you can go outside and do that. I don't need to be here for the back and
I'm
forth
sorry,
between the
Your
two
Honor.
of you all.
I'm sorry. Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you. So there's been no proof that you have paid any rent since then. You heard their testimony from the beginning. I asked you several times, is there any reason why you believe you haven't lawfully paid their rent? You said you stopped payment. When was the last time you made payment to them that you did not stop payment on?
It was just only payments that I got was the first one.
That's what you told me in
Yes,
the
ma'am,
beginning
first-
yourself.
The first month's rent, the security.
Oh, I think
deposit.
it's your client that's in my waiting room, actually. I don't know why, because it's in person here, nonetheless.
We ain't been able to get in touch with this landlord. He got deported. That's why he keeps coming on video. He sold me this.
Okay,
red
but
tag.
why are you addressing the court without a question?
I'm sorry.
This is not relevant. His deportation status is really not relevant to this case.
Well, I was just asking, Your Honor, because we haven't been able to get in touch with this guy.
But he has a property manager.
He hasn't been. I'm telling
Well,
you.
he said he has.
here now.
I asked you to show me some records of where you tried to
And I
contact
asked
him.
you to ask him, I asked him when has he ever did any transactions or business
And
with me?
he indicated on the record that he had, and he brought up some instances, actually, some examples.
Phone conversations, that was it from the landlord telling me.
I recognize that, but he told you when he had those, and so the only way to dispute that is to provide me evidence to the contrary, which you've not done. And I recognize that you're saying that Mr. Mataloni has all this evidence.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why or how it is that you turn over all the originals, you don't keep copies for yourself, or I don't know where Mr. Mataloni is. I've seen Mr. Mataloni since June on some criminal matters. So I don't know why he would be MIA on your particular matter if in fact you had retained him and signed a retention agreement. But I do know is that you're here today, you knew today was the date for the hearing, and so you're supposed to bring your evidence, and I don't have any of this evidence that you're talking about, even some of the things that should have been in a cell phone, like this is with the date that I called him, and this was his response, or these are the text messages that he sent me in response to my issues. His testimony was that you would only tell him about the issue after he would reach out requiring about why the rent was not sufficient or not paid. And that's when he would find out about the issues.
Your Honor, Not to interrupt.
You can't dispute his testimony. You've already given me yours as it relates. I'm not here to go back and forth about whether or not he said that to you or another people. You believe that from what you said, you didn't even know who he was.
I don't, so.
But he said he knows who you were. I heard his testimony. I've heard yours. I'm not gonna go back and forth on argument because the reality of it at this point is I do believe that there were some issues in the property. I believe that those issues.
Cost money.
Yeah, and that's why I asked for your receipts, because all of those things that you pay for, I'm going to abate you for. You should get you should get that money, but if you're going to hold over someone's property, you need to operate in good faith. And if it's pink tag, operation in good faith means that I have placed their money in escrow to show I'm not just trying to hold over your money. I'm putting it here because the property is pink tag. You didn't find the condition of the property to be so bad that you moved, or that you felt like I can't even live here, it's unbearable. To the contrary, we've seen you multiple times in various capacities about this property, and you've made it clear you don't want to move. So you've been having enjoyment in the home. They've not breached your quiet enjoyment or your ability to use the property for which it's supposed to be purposed for. There's been some issues, and that can happen in a lot of homes, but it looks like you've tried to resolve those issues at your expense. They should pay for that because this is a landlord-tenant agreement. You shouldn't be paying to get plumbing and all that stuff fixed. I agree, but there's a proper way if there's ongoing issues to notify your landlord. Even for you to make a claim that the conditions happened to the property and they ignored it, and so on, now I should withhold my rent. Withholding your rent also then means that you are escrowing the rent. And so that means I notified you, my furnace is out. You give them a reasonable time to replace or get it repaired. And they're supposed to, by law, get that, but you haven't even shown me where you notified them of that. And to the contrary, you've not even shown me, or I've not yet seen a receipt for a furnace at all. I know you said you were in a hotel for 11 days. Do you have a receipt for that?
I got the receipts. We do have them though. I do have those.
Okay, well,
and I'm so sorry that I'm here looking goofy and I'm feeling like I'm unprepared or whatever. But the end of the day, like we had a landlord that wasn't doing nothing. He got deported. We don't know how to contact him. He gave me his number. He gave me another number to call somebody else. They didn't come do nothing. But we've been looking for houses all over the place. There's no
I've heard all the argument that I need to hear. I'm gonna go and calculate what I believe is the amount that's owed. I'll be Okay. My calculations is that the past due rent is now currently due and owing the amount of $30,400. That's plaintiff's recollection or understanding. That's okay. I have calculated the receipts that you've given me for the work that you out of pocket expense. The amount that I have come up with is about $2,699. You did not provide me any receipts for the hotel. However, I do believe, based on your testimony and the timelines, that you were expecting to move into a property and that you, because of a red tag issue that you should have been advised of, were not able to move into that property. And so I am going to abate $175 times 11. So $175 per day for another amount of $1,925. Let's see. That's a total abatement of $4,624. So you need to pay the total amount of $25,776 or vacate the property no later than the 23rd of this month. You understand that?
$25,000.
$25,776. We'll get a judgment form completed today. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
I have completed your.
Oh, you have a judgment form. I don't know what your court costs were because those could be added on the under the cost. Filing fees for the court or service, or are you just waiving that?
Can
you speak up a little louder?
243, 248.23 for the court cost, the filing fees.
248.
248.23.
Okay. Additional matters on this file. No other matters?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
We'll get your copy and you're all set. Thank you. And here's your exhibit too. Okay, I do not see. Let's see. Anybody here for Katira Riley? No Katira Riley here? Okay, did you have to file paperwork, counsel?
Your Honor, I don't, we submitted a consent judgment at the pretrial conference, and the court was not able to examine her. And
got it.
so the court ordered her to.
We'll print a default.
I didn't know if you wanted to change the consent to default. Check in the other box,
The amounts are still the same, I'm assuming.
same thing.
Let me go on here. See if I can- Let's see here. Other side. I'm sorry. It's possible. I think they were supposed to put it back in here. I can't get out of here. I'll probably print it, let's see. Was. I don't think-
No, no. Thank you. Yeah, you can go.
I think it's right here. They put it back in here. So I can change it. Just have to read that. Consent. So still 3,400 plus court costs 130. I'm going to change the writ date to the 23rd.
I'm sorry.
I got to change the writ date to the 23rd. Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, on the record in the matter of Capital Village versus K. Alexander, file number 24-04472.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ronald Bach here for plaintiffs.
Okay, and ma'am, what's your name? State your name.
Kay Alexander,
Okay, who is this with you?
Judy Alexander, my sister. She
Her
talks
sister.
better than I do.
I understand that, but she can't speak on your behalf unless she's an
Oh,
attorney.
I'll do the speaking. I just need.
This will be real easy.
She's a witness or something for you, maybe?
Would have been, but she's not.
Oh, okay.
She would have been, but we're gonna get dismissed to dismiss.
Oh, it's a consent, a conditional dismissal or outright dismissal?
Outright dismissal.
Look at that. You don't need anybody to speak for you. Case is dismissed.
Okay, wait.
Did you have the paperwork already?
I do not have an order of that.
I can print one.
Okay, I'll fill it out for you.
Thank you. You have questions?
Yeah, I'd like to know if they're evicting me.
No, they're dismissing the case.
Yeah, but part of it is because I haven't signed a lease for 2024, so.
I don't know why they haven't, I don't
You
know.
talk to the corporate, so.
I don't know why, I don't know why they're dismissing it. He doesn't have to tell me why they're dismissing it. But they can't evict you if they, unless they get a writ. They have
So
to
we'd
get,
have to go back to court.
yeah, they'd have to get a writ. First, they get a judgment, then they get the judgment to get the writ. They can't do that if they dismiss the case.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Okay? Do you have any other questions?
Can they deny me a new lease with the dismissal?
So you're saying your lease is up and you need, and you're supposed to
Yes,
renew
it
it?
was up September 1st, but I paid September's rent on September 3rd, and I'm just wondering.
Okay, so now you're essentially a month tenant, is what you're saying.
Okay, actually, there was a written lease, there's just no signatures on it, it goes through September 3rd,
To the 30th?
30th, yes.
Okay, so it looks like you do have a lease until the end of the month? Or September
That's
30th
my
next year?
understanding, the lease goes through the end of this month.
Okay, and
And I have the lease here.
this was and this was for non-payment of rent. They weren't trying to terminate your tenancy. If they just wanted to get rid of you, they could have filed this that way.
Yeah, but earlier
This
when
is-
we were speaking.
I don't
you
want to hear
said
about what,
that-
I don't want to hear about
oh,
what you all
well,
were speaking about, because
okay.
that's private. All I know is that the case is dismissed, you paid your rent, so that's what they wanted. They want you to pay your rent.
So starting October 1st, if nothing is signed, I have to pay
Your month
what
to
they
month.
say, month to
Correct.
month. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
Same to you.
Thank you, Judge.
And then Mr. Lino?
This one, I have a consent judgment.
Yes, please.
Sorry for being slow, Judge, we were confused, and that one was a little sticky.
This one?
No, the one we just.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, here on development versus Samuel Lino 24-042286. And Mr. Lino is present. Mr. Bach, you put your appearance on the record.
Yes, good afternoon, Ron Bach here for Plaintiff Huron Development LLC.
Okay, so what I have here is a consent judgment. What judgment to enter by consent, sir?
Yes.
So you are agreeing that the amount of money to retain possession of the property is owed $3,329 plus court costs, $170.54 for a total amount due $3,499.54. You're agreeing that you'll pay that amount in full or vacate the property of 321128 Trappers Cove Trail on or before September 23rd, correct? Okay, and your signature is here. You understand, sir, that you did have the right to be represented by an attorney at this eviction hearing? You want to give up that right to have an attorney represent you? Okay, you also had the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you want to waive your right to have any trial in this so that you can move forward with this agreement? Anybody threatening you to do that? Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date, and once you leave here, you later realize that you misunderstood those rights and you do want to excerpt those rights, you will return to the court, request to have this set aside and explain how you misunderstood your rights. Partial performance will not satisfy this. So that means you have to pay the amount in full, otherwise they can still evict you if you just paid a partial amount. You understand that? Do you have any questions?
No.
We'll get your copy. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
On the other matter, this is a consent or conditional dismissal. I suppose I could doctor into a normal dismissal.
For which one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Careful.